klimper heute mal wieder ein bisschen und da ich Bob Dylan Songs gerne mag, habe ich heute mal einen Song rausgesucht, der heißt Tangled Up in Blue. Eine lange Geschichte und heißt zu Deutsch ungefähr so viel wie in Traurigkeit verwoben. Early one morning the sun was shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed it all, if her hair was still red. Our folks, they said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like mama's homemade dress, papa's bankbook wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid my dues, getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Split up on a dark sad night, both agreeing it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. Heard her saying over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, looking for to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside Delacroix. And all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. Seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. And I grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I dropped in for a beer. Couldn't stop looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later as the crowd thinned out and I was about to do the same, she was standing right there at the back of my chair, said, "Hey, don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines of my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like a burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul from me to you, tangled up in blue. Now I'm going back again, I got to get to her somehow. And all the people we used to know are an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians and some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started, and I don't know what they're doing with their lives. And me, I'm still standing on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view, tangled up in blue, tangled